It happened deep in the wilderness where maps fade into blank spaces. A village once stood, thriving, breathing, tucked away from the world, forgotten by time. And then, in a single night, it was gone. The year was 1930, the northern wilds of Canada, in the remote Yukon Territory. For generations, indigenous trappers spoke of a small settlement along the shore of Lake Anjikuni, a place of life. Smoke curled from chimneys. Children played by the water's edge. Men hunted caribou in the forests beyond. But one bitter winter evening, a hunter named Joe LaBelle arrived at the village, seeking shelter. He had crossed frozen rivers and climbed through heavy snowdrifts, drawn by the memory of a warm fire and friendly faces. Instead, he found silence. The village was abandoned, not destroyed, not ruined, just empty. Campfires still smoldered, their embers glowing dimly in the freezing dusk. Pots of stew boiled over, untended. Sled dogs were found dead, starved and frozen in the snow, still tied to their posts. Clothes hung from lines, untouched by wind. Guns leaned against door frames. Skins and furs were laid out to dry. It was as if every soul had risen at once and walked into the ice, leaving life unfinished behind them. LaBelle ran to the nearest telegraph office, his heart pounding with fear. Authorities rushed to the scene, expecting disaster. They found no footprints, no blood, no signs of a struggle, just the hollow bones of a village stripped of its people. An official search began. Weeks passed. No bodies, no clues. The Anjikuni villagers had simply vanished. News spread quickly. The story made headlines across North America. Some said it was a mass abduction by an unknown force. Others believed the villagers had stumbled into a dimensional rift, a tear between worlds, and fallen through reality itself. Local Inuit elders spoke of the sky people, beings who could descend in shimmering lights and steal entire camps without a sound. Some even claimed to have seen strange blue lights hovering above the village around the time of the disappearance. Skeptics proposed natural causes: mass starvation, disease, migration due to harsh winter. But none of those theories explained why everything had been left behind in perfect order, why meals remained half-eaten, why sled dogs, prized above all else in the north, were abandoned to die, and above all, why no footprints led away from the village. Years turned to decades. The story faded into legend, passed down in whispers by trappers and travelers. But the land remembers. In 1980, a Canadian government survey team reported unexplained magnetic disturbances near the old Anjikuni site. Their compasses spun in circles. Electronic equipment failed mysteriously. Some team members spoke of distant voices calling through the trees at night. In 2015, a group of documentary filmmakers attempted to reach the location. They never made it. Blizzards battered them back. 2 members suffered hallucinations, claiming to see shadows moving inside the storm. They abandoned the expedition. Today, the Anjikuni Lake region is deserted. Only the wind roams the frozen shores. The remnants of the village have long since been swallowed by snow and time. But some say, if you stand by the lake on a still night, you can hear faint sounds. A lullaby sung by mothers to children no longer there. The crackle of firewood in hearths long turned cold. Maybe the villagers aren't dead. Maybe they live on, somewhere beyond the fabric of our world. Or maybe the land itself took them back, swallowed them whole, and waits patiently for others to wander too deep into the forgotten places. Because sometimes places vanish not because they were abandoned, but because they were never meant to be found. And maybe, just maybe, the village of Anjikuni still exists. Not here, not now, but somewhere just out of reach, beyond the thinning veil of our world, waiting for someone else to listen too closely, to wander too far, to never return.